Have you ever applied for a job that you were perfectly qualified for, but you didn't get it? It's frustrating, right? In today's video, I want to dive into why companies might not be hiring the most qualified candidates and what you can do about it and how you can stand out. Hey, I'm Abby and welcome back to the Life Work Balance YouTube channel. I am a career and interview coach, and I'm here to help you feel more prepared and confident for your upcoming interview and job search process. If you're looking at a job posting, you've got generally a summary of the position, a summary of the organization, and then you've got bullet point lists of minimum qualifications and preferred qualifications. So you would think that employers who are going through the hiring process would hire people based off of their qualifications, whether or not they can do the job and how well they can do it. However, this isn't the case when it comes to hiring. Not only are recruiters and hiring managers looking for people who are qualified to do the job, they're also looking for other things like fit. Fit with the role, fit with the team, fit with the department, and fit with the overall organization. While they're assessing fit, they are looking at things like your communication style and how compatible you may or may not be with the existing team that you would be joining. So being the most qualified doesn't always mean that you are the best fit for the role. Many times, your soft skills, things like emotional intelligence, your ability to problem solve, your ability to communicate and resolve conflicts, significantly outweigh your ability to actually do the job. Now, this doesn't mean that they're going to hire someone into this role who is completely unqualified and doesn't have the skills to do the job. Companies will oftentimes prioritize someone who is open to learning, growth, and development over someone who already has all of the skills to do the work. Companies are looking to hire individuals who demonstrate potential and a willingness to learn. Someone who brings fresh ideas and innovation to the existing role and organization. Or they're looking for someone who's going to evolve and grow with the role over time. Many times, people have these skills but don't necessarily have every single preferred qualification listed on the job posting. There's also the concern for overqualification. Companies may choose not to hire someone because they are concerned that this person is overqualified, which in their minds means that this person will likely become bored, leave quickly, or demand much higher pay for the work that they will be doing. And as a part of the hiring process, bias always plays a part. The interview process is a human process. People have unconscious biases that are helping them make decisions one way or another, whether they are aware of it or not. These unconscious biases are influencing their preferences. Sometimes these unconscious biases and these preferences don't align with someone having all of the qualifications. All of these biases and these assumptions that are being made during the interview process will influence hiring decisions. So even though I may have every single qualification listed on the job, and I would be a perfect fit for the actual skills required to do the job, there may have been something that I said or did during the interview process, or even something that I listed in my application that signals to the employer or the person doing the hiring that I might not be the best overall fit for the role, even though I have all of the skills to do the job. This also leads to the possibility of a compromise hire. Let's say that we have multiple people involved in the decision-making process for hiring. Each of those people have different opinions on who should or should not be hired into the role. This differing of opinions may result in people having to compromise on the type of hire they make. There may be one person who thinks we should hire the person who has the most qualifications to do the job. And there might be another person who wants to hire someone who has some, but not all of the qualifications, but has a lot of soft skills that will help them be successful in the organization as a whole. These differing opinions and differing priorities between the stakeholders of this hiring process may ultimately lead to the hiring team compromising on the candidate that they choose to hire. So what does this mean for you? And how can you potentially overcome these biases, these differing opinions, and really demonstrate to the hiring team that you not only have the qualifications to do the job, but you are also the best fit for the position? First and foremost, you absolutely need to tailor your application. Spend the time before you submit anything to this organization for this role, tailoring your resume, tailoring your cover letter, writing a cover letter if you don't already have one, including information that is only relevant to the role that you are applying to. Remember, your resume, the documents you submit to the hiring team, is for the hiring team. It's not for you. So you want to tailor your application materials to demonstrate how you are going to be the best fit for this role. This might mean leaving out some of those accomplishments that you are most proud of, but just aren't relevant to the role that you're applying to. Demonstrate how you meet the specific needs of the organization and the role, while also highlighting your qualifications to do the job and to do the job well. Once you've submitted your application, fingers crossed you get an interview. If you get an interview, it's now time for you to highlight how you not only have the skills to do the job, but you also are a good fit for the organization and the role. What makes you unique and different and really sets you apart from other candidates? Is it additional experience you have that you didn't include on your resume? Is it the fact that you have certain soft skills and you have tangible feedback or metrics that you can share with the hiring team that demonstrate how you are able to effectively solve problems, resolve conflict, think innovatively, etc.? Ultimately, you want to use the interview to demonstrate your fit for the role and connect it to the mission of the organization, the goals of their organization, the goals of the role, and really speak to what these hiring teams are looking for when it comes to who's going to step into the role. They are not just looking for someone who has the technical skills to do the job. They're looking for a whole person. So how are you the right whole person? And if you are overqualified, you want to proactively address some of the concerns that might come up. Now, I have a video on 10 potential concerns from employers that could come up during an interview. So I've linked to it in the description box below, as well as put it in a card up above. If you are feeling like you are overqualified, I would recommend watching that video because I give tangible examples on how you can begin to proactively address the assumption that you are overqualified and try to squash any of those concerns and show that you truly are the best fit for this role. So being the most qualified for this role is really only part of the equation. You want to focus on how you are the best fit for the role, the team, the department, the organization. And you do this by addressing what the organization values most. And know that if you go through this process and you feel like you've given it your all and you still aren't hired, persistence is everything. It doesn't mean that you are not good enough. It just means you weren't the right fit for that position at the time. The right opportunity is out there. You just have to have the persistence to continue applying and continue interviewing, and eventually you will get that yes that is the best fit for you. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you would like some one-on-one specialized coaching to help you prepare for an upcoming interview or help you diagnose what could be going wrong during these interviews because you're just not getting to that final stage, please let me know. I offer one-on-one individualized coaching, and I would love to work with you directly. I've linked my email as well as my website in the description box below. You can use my website to book directly on my calendar. If you have any additional questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, please throw them in the comments box below. I love receiving comments, and I will do my best to respond to each of you individually. But just know that if I'm not able to, your comments and the things that you share in the comments below will likely help someone who is experiencing something similar in the future. And as always, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so that you can continue to receive life-work balance advice delivered directly to you every week. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.